Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another exciting, riveting, and amazing, spectacular Propagandacast with me, your host, Imperial Dane. The one, the only master of propaganda, your lord and master, your king of kings, off here to a 1v1 on Nexus. In the west it is Hireling, fighting for the Red Army, the Soviet Union, socialism. Here with Guard Motor, Guard Rifle, and Anti-Infantry tactics here with Triple Infantry versus these it is Elpern, fighting for the Wehrmacht, Germany, Deutschland. Here with the 3rd Panzer with Lightning War, Blitzkrieg, and Fashioning Armor. Hireling here with forming up for the 3rd Mechanized Corps. Grenadier ND42 versus Double Conscripts, and as always a big hearty thanks to my patrons and supporters, these champions, these heroes of the Propagandacast for keeping the business. Without them I would not be able to keep doing this, so big thanks go out to every single one of those. You too can join the ranks by Patreon, or you can donate by PayPal. Links are in the video description. I wish you to comment, like, share, subscribe, press the bell button. So Grenadier MD42 versus Double Conscripts, Elpern heading southwards with his pioneers, and the MD42 Grenadier Squad heading northwards by the looks of it. Meanwhile, Hireling here centre northbound, meanwhile, with 2 conscripts ready to breach the northern compound and secure it for the glorious socialist cause. 3rd conscript on the way there for Hireling. Southern point being seized. So we're off aggressively here, probably going to see some sandbags here to form up a formidable barrier of socialism here against any of Elpern's fascist attacks. Going to be squatting northwards there, bits in the south here with Pioneers and the MD42. Now on the side yet committing to a doctrine. I mean, Guard Rifle, Guard Motor being very popular, Anti-Infantry pretty rare meanwhile. They does have the new visually overhauled Assault Guards, where you can see that one being used. As for Elpern, I mean, Lightning War fairly solid, Blitzkrieg very popular as always, and Fashioning Armor sort of has seen a slight rise, but also remains not too popular. North here, first shots fired hit the 2-minute mark between Hireling's conscripts and Elpern's Grenadiers, though getting surrounded by 2 conscripts. That's going to have to retreat here, and Elpern very wisely pulls out there. Could have kept fighting here, but he just lost manpower, just got focused on the Grenadiers too quickly. So that was a very smart decision there by Elpern. Thumbs up, machine making hold northwards, Pioneers scouting ahead, their Grenadiers also backing off. 3rd Grenadier Squad there for Elpern with a 4th conscript there for Hireling. Worth noting, none of his doctrines really synergize with this, so it does beg the question what he's planning, except I guess a lot of conscripts. And I guess 4-man conscripts could be there. Constantly caught with the MD42, but they narrowly avoid the full suppression there from Elpern's MD42. Very good there. Now the Grenadier Squad pushing northwards again here, hoping to catch Hireling's a bit more off guard, but there you go. As all this happens, Hireling of course catches Elpern off guard and he heads straight for the fuel point there. Very good. But up north he might lose that. Pioneer's been bled out. MD42 comes clashing up with the conscripts. Pioneers holding back still. There you go. 1 squad sent packing, another one about to get sent packing as well there. Could just head for northern fuel point, digging around there now. 3rd Grenadier Squad they're ready for Elpern. Medics for Hireling, and still no doctrine here from either side. Grenadiers popping in the south, controlling up here. Grenadiers advancing, seizing eastern point. Continues with the Grenadiers out in the open. There you go, flankers up here for Hireling, obviously boosting their combat prowess. Grenadiers with the conscripts there, ground the point here, sinking the infantry as well there. Sandbags on the centre. But all this does mean Hireling right now is getting a lot more fuel here than Elpern for a brief while. Definitely great here for Hireling. Could be problematic here for Hireling. Or for Elpern, I mean, if he can't fix this soon. So the longer this is allowed to happen, the worse for Elpern. He's trying to get both fuel points. We can see the Hireling is just playing around and hitting calf points instead, or forcing him back up north. Definitely a bit of a tough challenge here for Elpern. Tech done. Could consider Pan's going to escort here something else. We'll have to see. Hireling, meanwhile, possibly going for some grenade research. Yes, indeed. There you go, pushed off to northern fuel. But he has rendered the southern neutral, but at the same time, Hireling on the Carphone means that Elpern, when he grabs it, can't immediately make benefit of it. So, good work there by Hireling so far. Finding his, I think, engagements very wisely here by Elpern. MD42, they catch the conscript that's going to finally force him to retreat. That's it. The flank of the MD42 is gravely exposed to him. 2 conscripts are more than happy to punish him. Oh! We got anti-infantry tactics. Now that's a fun one. KB8 heavy flamethrower tanks, advanced fortifications, the assault guards, Fear propaganda artillery, and incendiary artillery barrages. Definitely not your typical Soviet doctrine here from Hireling. Anything but. If one has to be honest, anything but. Highly rare doctrine there before 2 catching the conscripts there. So we'll have to see what he makes use of, how he makes use of that. Sandbags here on the centre point, very good. Anything northwards, anything from the south. Got the Coh2 Lodge being seized. Not the cut-offs a lot, but you know, it's a start, I guess. Samex here around the centre almost done. He's been caught here. Might want to get some upgrades going soon. I mean, he could go for Lightning War, say to equip them with G33s for some more offensive play here versus Hireling's conscripts. That could be an idea there, but it's also very possibly just going to go for light machine guns. We'll have to see what Elpern goes for. Goes with the copper on the fuel point. Munitions actually tries to rifle grenade here. Hireling, I think, senses something soft. In part, also, the grenades were so close to it, he actually had the line of sight. They probably saw it, but still, nice fight there by Elpern. Thumbs up. Machine the trouble grenades as well. Heavy firing around the center again. Multiple grenades engulfing them in a tiny inferno. Gives the conscripts there. In the south, they've got two forts there for Hireling. A lot of skirmishing all over the place here. Armoured car with a fourth grenade got the fail and that could possibly increase the chance of this actually being Lightning War, since getting four grenades up the G for the fleas would obviously put them on offensive footing versus Hireling. We could theoretically go for the assault guards now. Worth noting, Hireling has actually yet to take up. Although part of me don't say he's going to go for that many grenadiers and possibly upgrade with G for the fleas or anything else. He probably should actually go for a half track rather than 2-2, since that would allow Elpern to maintain the infantry in the field much better, which I think would give him a bit of advantage here versus Hireling. Well, that is me. I mean, obviously the armoured car is good, it's not that, but I think with a heavy infantry build, you typically in some ways benefit more from a half-track in my experience. We'll have to see that. Tech finally going up there for Hireling, a bit late on that account, you could argue. Heading northwards with the Pioneers there, but yeah, Hireling just pulling off fairly good map control here versus Elpern. He's got one light machine on the way. There's a guessing not Lightning War after all. Or perhaps he's just not going to bother with G for the fleas. That's always a possibility. Minesweepers, they're spotting mine up there, the northern fuel pump. Thumbs up to Elpern for going for that. And he's with the conscripts. Quick bit of shooting there. Dimitri drops dead. Oh, we actually do get the assault guards out here for Hireling. Lovely. You don't not see those very often. That's a pretty nice decision there by Hireling. Can of course equip them with the Thompsons or with the bazookas. A fun fact, the Sodan was not particularly impressed by either weapon. I believe the primary concerns were actually logistics. There are apparently also issues with them in cold weather. He's going to push back the conscript there, rifle grenade off. Still coming there with the Thompson submachine gun. They also get grenade assaults. In theory, you could also equip them with bazookas, where they do get the same bonuses as paratroops and rangers, meaning they basically just higher rate of fire Panzerschrecks, also more accurate Panzerschrecks. Soon sending up and catching some of Hireling's forces in a bit of a bad spot. Thompson almost done with the assault guards, meanwhile getting absolutely mauled here by Elpern's forces. Bit dicey there. A bit dicey. There you go. Successfully push back the assault guards. They do get the Thompson now going here, back here reinforcing. Field gun out there for them. Armour coming northwards, backing up the Pioneers to capture back that fuel point. Grab the Coh2 here. And, ooh, very nice. Thumbs up there, by the way, to Hireling. Actually use the merge ability to quickly bring those assault guards up to strength swiftly. Congratulations, you're now a guards unit. Hooray! Assault. Oh, do these get a pay rise? Niet. Oh. North the armor cutting the conscripts very slowly. Thumbs up the Hireling for using the merge ability. It's a bit of an overlooked ability, but I think quite potent in the Soviet forces there. Who's been caught to be the assault guards. A machine turn the groups catching the conscripts, not the assault guards there. Gunners push back here. The Thompsons, of course, threatening a lot of death very fast. Gunners will also need to get away there fast before they get wiped out by that. Feeling by the machine gun, direct hit that kills 2 men. Light machine guns bring a bit of problem here, forcing back Hireling's assault guards. Up north, the armoured car finally wins the engagement at the cost of a damaged engine. Pack 40 halfway down. He's obviously concerned about Hireling hitting with a fast T-70. In fact, I'm surprised he hasn't done that yet. But that said, he does have a lot of infantry, so that does cause a bit of a manpower bleed. Even using conscript merges to keep down the reinforcement costs on the assault guards. And he's flanking around here. Still no doctrine there for Elpern. There you go. Almost got the assault guards fully reinforced this time around. No merges. And mind you, much relief of the conscripts. Armed car rushing southwards there. Catching the front of it out now. Going to start joining in with LMG 42. No further check you're finding. I mean, obviously, it could be the Hireling just wants to move straight for the mechanized armor company. Would be really cheeky then if you say try to rush out the KB8 here versus Elpern. I mean, a proper push there could be quite devastating versus Elpern if he's not ready for it. Meanwhile, sandbags that explode with that. Sadly, it's the German sandbags. But the Soviet sandbags there collapse as well. Soon, Pack 40 joining in up north here, moving in to deal with the pioneers. But northern fuel point, southern fuel point, also seeing heavy firing here. And the Grenadiers pushing through the center. We got the field gun exposed. Guards, assault troops there, acting as a screen. No take at the Elpern, of course, crucially, no sign of a doctrine either. Assault guards pushing forwards here. Grenadiers still on health there. Go grenade assaults well here. Popping their grenades at the Germans. Oh, Grenadiers activated into shorter range of the Thompsons. That's pretty great there for Hireling. Veterans who won game, but I do think they will have to retreat here soon. Or maybe not. Yeah, the Thompsons there beat the Grenadiers. He even gets a possible wipe here. That's definitely painful there for Elpern, losing his only light machine gun squad. And no, narrowly gets away. The close call of Elpern, close call up north Grenadiers, or Pioneers actually, but the conscripts, those are not Grenadiers. Southern Ponties, but MD42. Still no additional upgrades here. Is he planning Lightning War after all with G43? So is there something that's going with Elpern? Hard to say here. He probably should start considering making that decision. Meanwhile, Hireling's got the tech, but 11 minute again. Definitely looking like it's going to be a move for the mechanized armor company. The question, of course, then becomes: does he go straight for the T-34-6, or does he decide something a bit more incendiary? Tech halfway down there for Elpern and Deutschland. This time, it's a almost full conscript squad there. Just one guy effectively acting as the squad leader there. Oh, Pistiets, not again. What was that? Nothing, just shut up. There's the conscripts up north. Bit of lighter skirmishing here. But that actually looks kind of cool. Clinton caught here. Spiolet there from the Thompsons, immediately dropping Heinz. Armored car rushing in there, saving the Grenadier squad there possibly. Close call though, close call. Can of course just quickly merge the counter with the assault guards, keeping at full strength here. Even as they take losses from the armored car and other sources here. Grenadiers holding up here. Probably wants to merge first before charging the Grenadiers here. Too late for that now. Grenadiers are being mauled very slowly, but in the end the armored car saves once more. We got 6 kills on it. Hireling by now has also unlocked every ability. It's not like a doctrine with a lot of high cost abilities. No mechanized armor company that could go for it. Heading for the south here. Pioneers going to contest that, not consist. That's basically nonsense. Maybe machine team moving armored coming around there. Pioneers looking to block, but may not work out too well here. Pack 4 nearby in case of the T7, but again, Hireling clearly is not here for the T7 light tank. Pushing that maneuver with the conscripts. Good flank there by Hireling. Solid play there. Thumbs up to that. Quick anti-tank grenade. Damages the engine of the 222 like a Panzer Spielwagen. In the center, Elpern struggling a bit more. He's finally got more Grenadiers upgraded. Again, I feel like some G4 should have been helpful for him. That or some Panzer Grenadier. Another MG42. Honestly, there's an opponent with like 5 infantry squad. Another heavy machine team. I think would also been a pretty great investment here for Elpern versus Hireling. I think that would have been a pretty great investment. Silent point mixes with the conscripts. Another Pack 40. So he's clearly starting to realise he's about to get hit by something very large and armoured. But it could also be an indicator he's going to try and stall for the Tiger tank, which would definitely not be a #1 suggestion there from me. But we'll have to see. Maybe it's a bit of both. Still no tech there for Hireling. But that could happen soon. The engineers are making their way back towards the base there. Film a button here. First shot goes a bit too far, but clearly far enough as well to also just get the Grenadiers out of there. And machine 2 Grenadiers catch a conscript by the southern point here. Elpern definitely struck by the map. Victory points wise is actually kind of hit there. But in terms of resources, he is far behind. And there you go, mechanized armor company for Hireling. And at this point, again, I would not be surprised to just go straight for the KV8 because Elpern, even told, Pack 40s could struggle a bit versus it, depending on how well Hireling handles the KV8. Especially when backed up by the incendiary artillery barrages and the fear propaganda artillery. This could make a KV8 push pretty painful there for Elpern. Grenade assault here in the Grenadiers almost gets it off there fully actually. We got Betsy 2 there. Armored car once more proving to be the saviour here for the infantry. Guardian angel that speaks German. This is typically not how you want your guardian angels to speak, unless you are German. Pioneers pushing forwards.
The territory is out of contact. The enemy is taking what we have secured.
Armor car they're gaining, that's neat too. Grenadiers moving in. Final squad being equipped with LMG for 2. Pioneers squad wiped out. That's a huge blow to Elpern, in particular this particular timing here. The other pack's caught, hitting the southern points up. They're sitting a mine, but they do get the fuel point. Hireling just continues to exert excellent map control here versus Elpern, and there's still no sign of a doctrine. Sounds look more and more like either festering armor here or Lightning War. There could still be Blitzkrieg, I guess, but that one just feels at this point a bit off the mark here. And there we go. We do get the K8 heavy flamethrower tank here for Hireling. Things are definitely about to get fairly hot here for Elpern. Successful defense of southern fuel point this time around here versus Hireling. Very good. Also, one thing Hireling could have considered sooner might activate some airspire to help defend the southern fuel point or another one. Bit of potential oversight there by Elpern. KV8 halfway done there for Hireling. The Clearment additional of 8. One of many versions made of the KV heavy tank series that would be later replaced by the T-34 76 version that actually used a flamethrower in one of its whole machine guns instead. Let's grab northern point with the Grenadiers here. Elpern wants more pack on the field here. Can soon go for the Panzer IV. Pack 4 is covering the centre. Do we get any telemines here from Elpern? The answer to that is 9. Keine Teleminen. But there you go. KV8 flamethrower tank out for Hireling. Elpern's going to have to get those Pack 40s lined up perfectly, or he's going to get turned into toast. We're talking burnt toast. Rolling ahead here with the KV8. Pack 40 shoot, gets a good hit there. Another pack shoots and misses this time around. Elpern though continues to not have a doctrine chosen there. Go intended to call in here on the machine, and in this case also the packs nearby. Pretty good spot to call in there. Pack 40 at home to get some kits on the KV8, and there we go. But they're also now caught in a socialist sea of fire. A Marxist Leninist inferno. And then go up north, assault guards managed to beat the Grenadiers though at a heavy cost. That's just to, no one ever told me it'd be this hard to be an assault guard. Well, no one ever told me either, and look where I am now, alive. Panzer IV there for Elpern. And apparently accidentally upgrade to command post as well. I guess that's a common accident for some players now when they can actually upgrade to both. It's like, you know, whoops, it's a command post as well. What do you mean it's a command post? Well, you know, I thought it would look nice. It's right next to the actual headquarters, you Dummkopf. Don't make me court-martial you. I'm sorry. Ooh, we do have a telemine active from Elpern. Thumbs up. But still no doctrine now. Minesweeper's up here for Hireling, obviously, but partly I think about just to speed up repairs, and even has, like, you know, hit a mine yet. It's obviously never abandoned these assuming opponents, you know, laying down mines. Even against the Americans, who are probably some of the players who are least likely to lay down mines, even if they do pick a doctrine that allows them to do so. Great hit from the Panzer IV here, tears out 3 conscripts from this mortal pixelated coil. Keep it rolling forwards here for Hireling. Honestly, at this point, it definitely starts to feel a lot just like Lightning War. I mean, honestly, when festering armor, you're going for it soon and going for the Panzer IV Model J, which would be, I think, quite a solid choice, honestly, for Elpern. So, likely Lightning War, and then possibly he's just going to try and stall up for the Tiger tank next, plus have access to the Stuka close air support. Theoretically, could also make use of the relief infantry. I mean, that could be an idea. In theory. Pack lands a good hit on the KV8. Second pack also lands a great hit on the KV8. Punches straight through the frontal armor. Southern points is with the Grenadier, and the South Econ is holding up. We'll try and grab some more points here. And as always, you know, both sides could also benefit from a mortar. So I imagine Harding's more like just going to go for the Katyusha. But But for Elpern, mortar would be an excellent investment, and we are definitely seeing tier 4, so the question of course is what comes after tier 4, and it's not tier 5. That's for sure.
Enemy forces capturing supply sector.
Grab the sound point with the grenadiers. Again, slowly using the armored car to spot for the Pack 40s. I mean, that's not a bad deal in this case, though the Packs do get a bit unlucky. Both shots bounce off the KV8's frontal armor. There you go. Whoa, another pack bounce, and again, more incendiary artillery here, again, further disrupting Elpern's precision line here, Hireling to up fairly unopposed. Thumbs up. Then the Grenadier Squad gets wiped out, consumed by the hellish fires of Stalin. And another field gun for Hireling. Honestly, with the kind of resource you think, yeah, gonna go for initiative 5. Like, I'd go for a field gun, we could just go for initiative 5. Elpern, meanwhile, got the tier 4. We'll obviously go to the heavy panzer, going to planning the Tiger tank. Though with the current resource flow, it's going to definitely take some time to get out. The Tiger tank's going to be a bit painful there because the KV is just going to burn away through things. And there's the initiative 5 to come, and there's a field gun. Tiger tank's definitely going to find itself with a bit of tough going here versus Hireling if that is what Elpern is planning. But again, the fact we're seeing just absolutely bugger all, in particular in terms of doctrine, certainly increasingly gives, I think, a fairly wanted suspicion that Elpern is planning a Tiger tank. At this point, you don't need to, like, you know, crack the Enigma code to, like, figure that one out.
We have a new Su-85 to deploy.
Time to back the conscripts. There we go. Su-5 tanks are out there for Hireling. Fun fact, the Su-5 and other similar tanks are actually based off the Stugs, which actually impressed the Soviets a lot. So much, and they basically just started, you know, making their own versions of it, if you will. So, little fun fact there. Armor car taking now stated from the field gun. And you fall to the veteran 2. Sun starting to get a bit of skirmishing and panther about the assault guards. Got 8 of them, 16 kills. I mean, these assault guards actually done some pretty good work here for Hireling. Via Propaganda artillery this time, followed up here with assault guards flank. Thumbs up to Hireling. Bit of a hoorah, there you go. Pack caught here and getting debuffed as well, making things even easier for the assault guards. 20 kills, MD4 need to retreat here. For some reason, Elpern is not reaching this. MD4 crews getting practically executed in the middle of the open here. Panther armored car around here to save the alongside the pioneers, and the damage being done, the heavy pace here. Armored car there, half health. Panther 4 ultimately succeeded alongside the armored car to push back Hireling's assault guards. Meanwhile, though, KV8 exploits the KLC to push through the already desolate and shattered centre here of Elpern and the 3rd Panzer Division. The Pack 40's left out in the open here, and they're both looking to destroy it. KV8's just burning it for the hell of it. And something got some flying there. KV8 pulling back. Now the Pack 40 of Elpern plus Pioneers. But yeah, the ball looks like he is going for the Tiger tank stall here. But as you can see, there's definitely issues with it in terms of resource, like he has to pay, in terms of like just losing units. Meanwhile, it's definitely going to be a tough challenge here for Elpern, and it's certainly not what I would, again, advise. Meanwhile, we got the KV8 to 4 kills, close to veterans 1. Su-5 here with 1 kill as well, but that's obviously an anti-tank gun. Going to use something in the south, conscripts moving forwards here. The assault guards are also good to go there. 25 kills. And they've definitely done some pretty good work. And there you go, another Via Propaganda artillery, once more Hireling, punishing Elpern for some very focused defences and high reliance on, you know, more static elements here. Just further disrupt his defences. Thumbs up to Hireling again. It's just like, you know, fairly solid play. That said, he's bunching up the troops a bit much here. Fortunately for him, though, Elpern is again stalling for the Tiger tank. It's not like he says more armor on Osman to really punish this kind of tactic here from Hireling. Keep rushing forward, Pack 5 Panther from there. Good direct hit here from the 5 packs coming up here. Pioneer spotting as well here. Panther form is knocked out. Can he escape the wrath of the 5 tank destroyer? And Elpern narrowly avoids an explosive doom for his Panther 4. We got 292 to 387. Even more fun fact when it comes to like the German, or the Soviets and the admiration of the German Stug. When they actually captured a bunch of Panzer IIIs in Stalingrad, you know, after the whole thing, they actually converted a bunch of them towards being assault guns. Known as the, I think it was the Su-76I or something like that. Even more funny enough, some of those actually got captured by the Germans again and then put to use in the German army. So, little fun fact there. And Elpern, to the surprise of very few people at this stage, has gone for Lightning War. It does also, of course, open the up for the Stuka close air support, which we utilize properly. Could also look for a very good push here versus Hireling, if he can pull it off. But he's very close to the target tank. At least we're talking, you know, a bit under a minute away here, and then you can call in the mighty Tiger and threaten Hireling. On Sunday, Anti-Infantry shooting when they bounce in contact. But there you go. Once more, fear propaganda artillery. Debuffing nearby troops. Support being pushed back as well here. Assault guards take quickly merged. Thumbs up to Hireling. 28 kills in the name of the motherland. Up north, they're going for northern victory point here. Surprised he hasn't done more there earlier, to be honest. And simply Hireling could also time to think benefit more from deeper flanks here for the south. Both sides definitely could overall benefit from some more focus on flanking. Hireling could also at this point just consider churning out a bunch of tanks like T-34s from 6s, swarm them and just roll over Elpern. Could also go for Katyushas. Definitely a bit of a resource float there, which could be utilised, I think, more efficiently by Hireling. Meanwhile, Elpern here now can at the 26-minute mark go for the Tiger tank, and there you go, Titiga. Adding the pendulum-mounted MD-42. Katyusha rocket launcher for Hireling. Keep it rolling ahead here, 5 kills. Burning through the Grenadiers, catching that in the open. Southern pumping here for the assault guards. Katyusha there for Hireling, almost done. But most of the map is quick falling in the hands here of Hireling there. We got some S-mine stuff from Elpern by way. Thumbs up to that. Titan straight forward into line of fire of the H-5 plus the field gun. Not the best maneuver there, I think, for Elpern. Katyusha out as well here now for Hireling and the Red Army. Third mechanized corps pushing at it with the Titan being damaged a bit here. Pack following in there, but the info support is definitely lacking. He's calling in the air support, but it's at such a manner that it's going to be easy for Hireling, I think, to dodge out of it. It's not like gaining any terrain there, it just feels like a bit of a waste of resource, to be honest, here from Elpern. Unfortunately, a bit of a waste of resource. In the south, the armoured cavalry Panther force support routing the search in the southern compound, but not really getting control of it due to lack of infantry. We got Hireling now with the T-34s and 6s. Of course, need to fix up the Tiger tank fast. There you go, both Pioneer squads added. Thumbs up there to Elpern. Armoured coming northwards. Another field gun there for Hireling in response to the Tiger tank, I imagine. Got 265s of 372. Fixing up that Tiger tank still. Oh, moved a bit too fast when it's into victory point. There you go, forced to move back in before moving back off. Constantly being hammered out in the open by the Tiger tank and the Panther 4 as well. Which is badge off against support weapons easily bunched up. Means some S-mounts going off there under the feet of Elpern's forces. Tiger tank actually absorbing some of the hits meant for the MD-42. But now, yeah, gets a bit too pushed to fire. And then again, now it doesn't have the air support to really exploit this. Good chance to lose the Tiger tank here. That was, yeah, main gun out, damaged engine, field gun. H5 can just finish off here. That was definitely not a great push here by Elpern, to put it generously. In the end, he didn't even get like a single kill of that. It got some, finally get a kill with some machine guns, but yeah, Tiger tank out. Ultimately, just so much time and effort spent on it, and he just barely did anything for Elpern. Ultimately, just not a great investment. Partly again in this case, there's also just not enough support for it, so he just sent it in there blindly into the center, which really didn't help the situation either.
Enemy forces are capturing our supplies.
Comes Captain McGundy is there. Comes with the conscripts. H4 on the move here for Hireling. KB bring about as well there. And there goes assault guard back to the conquering for the Gundisi, flanking, tearing into them. 29 kills. I mean, these are really getting some great value in here for Hireling. Amazing, even. Fixing the KV-8 again. HG5 also needs some repairs. The Hireling, those more or less at full pop cap. Those who can't really get any more armor. And Elpern's map control is just slipping through his hands very aggressively. Short and infantry. You could at least try and do something like relief infantry, at least, you know, stuff in some Ostrom. That could at least just help him just have some expendable infantry to help grab points from Hireling. Sam makes it from Hireling. Thumbs up. Charging him in the Panther 4. Pioneer slowly moving in. Catching the comes there. Nice aggressive flank. Catches Natakara. 17 kills. We got more troops being plus a field gun here. Up north, KV needs to counter straight into the double packs here. Target weak point. Nice hit in the KV. Could destroy it if we do get few propaganda. It won't be enough thing to save the KV-8 here. Lots of shots, point blank range. He almost got it. One more hit, maybe two more, and the KV-8's going to go and try and take it up. It doesn't work out there. Nice ambush there by Elpern. But now, punished here as the Cruiser barrage, of course, catches the densely packed up Pax Plus again with fear propaganda, so they actually move a bit slower. I think so. Still packed for KV to still think in a fairly decent trade-off here for Elpern versus Hireling, but there you go. Panther on the south suffers a damage engine. Hireling with T-34-76s. Stug for Elpern. I think that's a pretty good addition. But he still needs more infantry. I think he needs some assault troops to really carry the fight against Hireling. He got 34 kills in these assault guards. 34. No, he's cancelling the Stug for an armoured car. The only reason I can imagine him going for another armoured car is because he wants to use the new armoured car to dive in after the Katyusha to finish it off, since an armoured car can take out a Katyusha fairly fast, and Hireling is going for another KV instead of T-34-76. I mean, that works too. Heading into mine there, Friedrich on Otto blown to bits. Panther 4 good to go here for Elpern. Second armoured car ready. First one against Militia 5 tank destroyer. Grenadier squad wiped out, and now this thing blowing. Then there's a light machine left behind in the fires here, so may take a bit while for Hireling to spot it as the fires rage there. So that's got a suck there for Elpern. Armoured car lining up for looks to be a deep flank here. Very deep flank, possibly. Panther rushing northwards with me on the Elpern's front line here is utterly deteriorating. It is falling apart incredibly fast here. There's just nothing to hold the line with. There you go. Armor car coming in deep. Looks like the Panther's also planning a deep flank here. Grenadiers pushing back in years. Theoretically, use tactical movement all to keep the Grenadiers at pace with their first force if it isn't. But if they had a Panther Grenadier squad, they could of course also kept pace. Armored car there though. Going for it. He's going to drive to the base looking for the Katyusha there, but it is close to the front line here. Assault guards up against the Grenadiers. 36 kills. 37. Katyusha firing at the Grenadiers. Getting suppressed there. Machine taking heavy fire in the center here. Panther moving up the flank. Catching the constant armor coming down here. Going for the Katyusha. Tearing into it. Armored car shots. Just punching large holes into the truck. Second armored car around there. Go. Got the 2-2 with the Panther force getting focused down with the field guns. And the KV's moving as well here. Pretty bad spot. The armored car trying to deal with the field guns here. The lack of in-support weapons is making this tough though. Armored car knocked out. We still got the HG5 taking out the other armored car. Now there's just the Panther 4 with the field guns, and the HG5 will finish it off here. And there you go over there. Elpern is done. Just a few infantry squads and some support weapons. There's an opponent with a lot of infantry and a KV-8. He's going for another Panther 4 here. Fear propaganda artillery again here being unleashed against Elpern and his forces. Troops caught in the open. Back hit reinforcing healing. And he's routed. Panther 4 halfway done. Pack 4 is holding back here for Elpern. Reinforcing healing. Panther 4 right about the corner for Elpern, but will the one Panther 4 with only 2 infantry squads really be able to turn the chart around here for Elpern versus Hireling? I'm not so sure about that, but let's see Elpern surprise us all, perhaps. Got the 37 kills, assault guard taking South at Sea, heroes of the Soviet Union, every single one of them that survives the battle. The rest are posthumous heroes of the Soviet Union. Penfold racing in there, gunnies from to the south. Double packs on the move here. There we go, direct hit Initiative 5 there. Countryman forts. Oh! Could have maybe crashed unless he just stepped out and instead of getting hit by an anti-tank grenade there into the rear. There we go. More troops pouring in. Elpern just does not have a lot, then responds. He's outnumbered in terms of infantry squads 5-2. That is a hell of a difference, including them when you then add in these assault guards. With now 39 kills. And the gunnies caught in a bad spot there. Pulling back. Got the assault grenadiers, finish them off. Assault guards, not assault grenadiers. You should find them more pioneers. If Elpern to repair his tank, we're down to 70 versus 364, 68. The situation is just completely collapsing now for the German army. Assault guards on the move once more. Chicken forcing healing there for Elpern. Travel lands a nice hit on the Panzer IV. Shots whiffs from the Initiative 5. Double packs on the Initiative 5. Only one hits though. Only one hits. Got 43. 40 versus 364. Heading northwards, we've got a Union moving to contest the northern victory point against any swift maneuvers there from Elpern. And just one grenadier escorting them in. We're going to collect the sandbags here. Elpern is grasping at straws here. And Hireling is pretty much cutting every single one of those straws. Or lighting them on fire. Caught the name before too here because Fat Yuri there stuck his fat head out. It's in artillery called in though. Oh, and even put up the machine at the wrong point, so didn't grab the point anyway. He's got 16 points. 13. Assault guards being murdered out in the open while doing the next. Oh, there we go. Still got 40 kills there. Panther charging in there. Assault guards about to get crushed. They're caught in the fight. They're going to get wiped. 2 man, 1 man there. Oh, down to 2 men retreating there. 4 killed. KV charging forward there, getting mowed down by the pack. 14 being murdered. He actually suffered a wipe, and there we go. In the end, though, GG, a loss for Elpern, a victory for Hireling. A fierce fight here, and those assault guards definitely proved to be a pretty good investment here for Hireling. Thumbs up to that. Although brutal fight, I feel like Elpern, partly again, the mistake is just, going for the TIE tank in the situation as well, but also just the late shows of doctrine, going for heavy grenadier build, but not looking to really leverage it any better than just having 4 grenadier squads, not say going for the Lightning War to get them G for the feast, not getting a half track to back them up. I think those are some of the issues they made by Elpern. You also could have benefit from another heavy machine gun to help deal with some of Hireling's infantry. He had 5 squads, 2 machine guns would have been absolutely amazing there for Elpern. So there you go. Hope you enjoyed this match. I learned something from it. If you did, subscribe, like, share, comment on it, tell a friend, tell a family, but don't tell enemies. And of course, do like what I do. You could do. If you do like what I do, you can consider donating on Patreon or pledging on Patreon, donating on PayPal. Links in the description. This is Imperial Links. Cheers. Thank you for watching. See you tomorrow again for a nice episode. Bye.